Welcome to another edition of the Virtual Classroom for Mr. Matthews. And we are still in the bedroom studio, which I haven't solved yet, but we'll make it work. So what's the first problem we're working on today? Which order pair is a solution to the equation? Okay, I guess the first thing we need to talk about is the definition of this word right here. Solution. Okay, so in this context, a solution is going to be an order pair. That means an x and a y value that is on our line, basically. So there are lots of solutions, and we're just going to be testing some of them here. We want to know whether or not 315 and or -1, -10 are solutions. So just remember that 3 is an x value, 15 is a y value, -1 is an x value, and -10 is a y value. And so we're going to test them, like you do. So we want to take this guy right here, this equation that they've given us, and we're going to plug in these x and y values and see if they make any sense at the end. And if that doesn't mean anything to you, it will in a minute. So let's start with this one. We'll do that over here. Okay. So we're going to start with y equals 7x minus 2, and now we're going to start substituting in the values that we have. So in this case, y is 15, so 15 equals 7 times x, which is the 3 value, minus 2. So all I've done so far is put in the x value and the y value that they gave us. Okay, so now we still have 15. Now 7 times 3 is 21. So 15 is supposed to equal 21 minus 2 is 19. But that doesn't make any sense. Okay, so this is the moment when you have to consciously decide, okay, well, if that doesn't make any sense, then that is false, meaning that this is not a solution, meaning this one is not on our line. Okay, so let's try the next one. So we're going to start with y equals 7x minus 2, like we did before. And in this time, our y is a -10 equals, and 7 times a -1 for our x value, minus 2. So -10 equals, now 7 times -1 is -7 minus 2. That hasn't changed, so -10 equals, so -7 minus 2 is -9. Hmm. Well, according to this one's also false, because this doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I can double check the math. 7 times -1 is -7. That's -9. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. So I'm gonna have to let's go with this color. I'm gonna have to go with neither on this one. Yeah, I'm gonna go with neither because both solutions just did not appear to make any amount of sense. Now, if they'd made sense, at the end we would have had something like 15 equals 15 or 19 equals 19, or just the two numbers would equal each other. But and neither one of these made any sense. So yeah, neither is the answer. The way you know you found a solution is when they come out to be true or the same number. So like let's just say, like, we can make one up to make it work, just so you know what it would look like. So let's just say that, oh, I don't know. Let's say that x equals 0. So like in our order pair, it'd be 0, comma, something. Well, if x equals 0, then here's what would happen. Y equals 7x minus 2. So that'd be y equals 7 times 0 minus 2. So y would equal 2. So y equals -2. So let's just say they gave us this at the beginning, okay? So if they had given us this in the beginning, like one of these, let's just say they did. Grab a color. What do I need? Purple. Have these. So let's just say they gave us that. Then we would have said, okay, let's go ahead and start with y equals 7x minus 2. Again, this is us at the beginning of the problem, just using this new coordinate. Okay, then we would say -2 equals 7 times 0 minus 2. So then that would have been negative 2 equals, okay, well, that'd be 0 minus 2. Okay, so, and that's what would happen. So if any of these were solutions, it would look like this in the end. Right here. You have something equals itself, and that makes sense. So that would have been a solution. But of course, these two, we did the math, and they just don't. So they're not. So the answer is neither. Let's try a different problem. And we're back. So here's a different type of problem. Complete the missing value in the solution. Now again, this word shows up right here, the solution to a problem. And if you weren't listening a few minutes ago, here is a small explanation. Okay. So a solution in this context is going to be an ordered pair. That's an xy that is on our line. That's what a solution is. A solution is an ordered pair that is part of our line. That's it. Now, this one I think is easier than the last problem because they gave us kind of part of it. Check it out right here. Didn't notice? That is not going to work. Let me back that up. Right here. They gave us an x value. They said that x equals 8. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this equation they gave us at the top right here, and we're going to do some substitution, and things are going to go well. So here's what we start with. We start with 5x minus 2y equals 30. Okay, now we're going to substitute in the value they gave us for x. So that'd be 5 times 8 minus 2y equals 30. So all I've done so far, besides this type, is substitute in 8 for the x because they told us that x equals 8. So that means that 40, because 5 times 8 is 40, minus 2y, whatever that is going to be equal to 30. So this is where your algebra skills, your equation skills have got to kick in just a smidge. So we want to do some inverse math here. So right now, I want to get the y by itself. To do that, I need to get rid of some stuff. So what I'm going to do is, since this is a positive 40, I'm going to take away 40 from this side to get rid of that. But of course, because it's an equation, whatever I do to one side, I have to do to the other side. So 40 minus 40 is 0. So I'm still have negative 2y equals, now 30 minus 40 is negative 10. 30 minus 40 is negative 10. So now I have some more inverse math to do. So I wanted to divide both sides by negative 2. Because that's the opposite of multiplying by negative 2. Now here's what happens if you do that magic. So negative 2 divided by negative 2 is 1. So all I have left is y. 1y. We're so lazy we don't even write the 1. And then negative 2 divided by, negative 10 divided by negative 2 is 5. So that should work as a solution. So this helps us finish the ordered pair. So right here, the answer would be 5. And the way we can check that, switch up some colors here. So let's say we think the answer is 5. Well, that'd be 5x minus 2y equals 30. Let's just jam it in and see what happens. So that'd be 5 times 8 minus 2 times what we think is y, which is 5, equals 30. And see if that makes sense. So it'll be 40 minus 10 equals 30. And that's a true statement. So yeah. So yeah, y would be equal to 5. We just found a coordinate that is on the line. And that's how I would solve this problem. If you have any questions, contact me directly or leave comments. Good luck with your practice work, and I'll see you next time.